Sup?
Sup? Alright, we're on our way to Nebraska. I got worm picked up.
Sandhill.
Sandhill.
Take two.
Everyone tries to get Alright. Alright, we're on our way to Nebraska. Got worm picked up. We have about a 6-hour drive. Sand River Outfitters with Trey Bollinger. It should be good. He says he's been watching these birds. There's a bunch of gobblers in here. So we're gonna sit it out, see what happens. Hopefully we get one killed, at least one tomorrow.
Two. We're killing two
tomorrow. Two tomorrow morning.
Can't stop the flop.
Can't stop the flop.
Can't stop it. You can
Counting
try.
on Trey. Trey says 100% that we're gonna be tagged out by noon.
Trey hasn't seen you shoot though.
That is it.
So Worm and I are heading to Nebraska. Sand River Outfitters is a place that I've hunted before. Really good friends with Trey, and Trey calls us, says, hey, we've got a ton of birds. Why don't you guys come up and try to kill some? Worm's never been to Nebraska before, so I know he's in for a treat because there's just a ton of birds up there. So yeah, we're loaded up, heading in the truck, and we're gonna drive about 8 hours north.
Things just aren't going our way right now. The add oil light come on.
What?
Blake said, nah, it's fine. Don't need oil. Chevys don't run on oil. That's Blake putting oil in this thing. Not a big deal. It's just a little setback we got going on. But by morning, hopefully, we have made it to Nebraska, I think. So that's a good thing. We're on the dipstick, by the way. Oil is showing on the dipstick now. It wasn't earlier. Motor's still running, it's not knocking. No white smoke coming. With my NASCAR background, I know all about that. I wasn't ever in NASCAR.
So this is our first morning, we're heading out. Trey's got a spot where there's probably 250 birds roosted. We're gonna be within 100 yards of them. Really excited to show Worm what Nebraska is all about.
I feel like that's pretty close.
The morning progresses, there's a ton of birds out in front of us. At one point there was 5 or 6 gobblers up on the tree and one roost and just birds everywhere. We ended up having a bird come, but he didn't want to finish. He just came in, held up a little bit, and then went on with the other ones. So we head back, we're gonna regroup, eat some lunch. We know these birds are gonna come back to this roost, so we're gonna separate. Worm's gonna go and self-film in one spot, and Trey and I are gonna sneak around to the other side and try to sit up on the birds. We know they're gonna come by one of us, if not both of us.
Holy moly. That was awesome. Golly, Ned. That happened fast. I was pinned down. I have my call in my hand. I've got my bow on the ground. Blake and Trey are actually up behind me, and I'm self-filming. They put me in the better spot because I was self-filming. The birds are walking right up this little driveway, and the roost trees are right behind us. Unbelievable, what a hunt.
Well, we jumped out of the blind, went and recovered our bird, and what a beauty. Up here in Nebraska with Trey at Sand River Outfitters, and if you are looking for a turkey hunt, you have got to check Trey out. This was unreal. Most turkeys I've ever seen in my life. Blake and I have been covered up with them all weekend, and how fortunate this worked out.
So as we sit there, we hadn't been there very long at all, probably an hour and a half or so, and I see a gobbler come running by us. Looked like he had been hit, so I figured worm probably hit one because it came from the direction where his blind was set up. We knew the birds were coming in, so we just sat tight, put out a couple calls, and it wasn't long before the parade started.
Oh, he's dead. He's hurting. Champ.
Hope we don't go in the creek.
So I knew I hit the bird low. We wanted to give it time, so we got everything packed up, went and met up with Worm. He actually did hit that bird, so we went back, found his bird, and by that time it had already gotten dark. So we waited till the next morning, went back and found my bird.
All right, well, we got this guy recovered. Trey actually ran a camera for me today and guided me, so I kind of got the best of both worlds. But Trey, what all do you guys do at Sand River Outfitters?
We do mule deer, whitetail. It's kind of our bread and butter. We got tons of turkeys around, something to get us through the spring. But we got about 13,000 acres at the moment. Hunt plenty of deer. Saw a lot of mule deer today, too.
Yeah, a ton of mule deer on the way up here, and once we got up here,
we're down just south of North Platte, Nebraska, central Nebraska area.
You can buy over-the-counter tags.
Over-the-counter tags for everything: turkeys, deer, you name it.
They just print them off the internet?
Print them off the internet. You're allowed 3 turkeys a spring. Yeah. Our hunts are 3 days, 2 birds, but.
Yeah. Well, awesome. Well, thanks, man. We appreciate it. Always love getting down here.
Thank you.
Awesome. Well, we're gonna get this guy loaded up. We got to go back to Missouri, take some pictures. Hopefully, we'll be hunting some turkeys in Missouri here pretty quick.